like that. Ooh, I'm kind of getting good at that whole. Let's go ahead and hit the button. Hello, greetings. Welcome to another fun. I do believe this is going to be a fun and amazing edition of Tuesday with Todd, if I do say so myself. And why is that? Well, because I've got all the stuff here sitting in front of me. Because people said, "Hey, do you know if DTF transfers can press to wood? Do you know if they can press to acrylic? Do you know if they can press to metal? Do you know if they can press to cardboard? Do you know if they can press to bags? I don't know. So we're going to try it. I do know some of the stuff, yeah, because I've done these, so I know they are for that. But we're going to run through it and see, will it stick or not, right? I mean, that's kind of the spirit of our show. We're going to see what happens, what works, what doesn't work. So sit back, relax, and get ready for some good old-fashioned fun, I do believe. So, like I said, welcome. It is October 19th. We're already at the end of October. I mean, Halloween's going to be here before you know it. We've got 6 weeks to Thanksgiving and then 10 weeks to Christmas. Is that right? Something close like that. So, man, it is crunch time. We're getting down there. We do know that the supply chains are going to be kind of yucky. So you're going to want to early order and often for things that you're going to need, because who knows if you're going to get them, right? So think about that. Here in the greater Midwest area, it is a beautiful 70-something degrees today. I think we get one more day of it tomorrow, and then it becomes fall. I think it's like lows of 40s and 50s and 60s and things like that. So looking forward to maybe a little fall, but man, I'm really going to miss this weather. So how are things in your neck of the woods? For us, it's going to drop out here soon. Upcoming, though, we are headed down to Louisville. We are headed down to Louisville this weekend to visit the great folks at StarCraft. So that is going to be a fun and excitement thing. As you can see, we kind of like our StarCraft stuff. The solo is still scheduled for 10/31. It's got pushed back from October 1st to October 31st. We're crossing our fingers that is going to get released. We'll wait and see on that. We have our sublimation paper in glitter. So one of the things that we can talk about that is we actually have we're working on something. We've been working on it for a while, and I can give you a little insight into it. Corey's been busting her a little behind on the back side of things. And it was brought up and talked about that, if you know us, you know that, we're your full service print shop, whether it's signs, banners, decals, magnets, printed HTV, printed transfers, adhesive decal material. What am I missing? DTF transfers. So pretty much anything, flags. We can pretty much do it all. As we added on more of the retail things, the solo cutter when that comes out, the 15x15 mint press, the sublimation paper, sublimation ink, the glitter, all of those things, it kind of came a lot, and what we're known for was our printed stuff, and we were bringing this other. And Corey's been doing her little thing on the side now for a while, and I think she's ready to take it to the next level. So look for something new coming soon where we can have another division, another company, another name. It's going to be her baby. She's going to take care of all of your crafting needs, all of that stuff. She's going to handle all the glitter. She's going to handle sublimation paper, sublimation ink, molds, epoxy, decal, or the regular vinyl. She's gonna take on a big chunk of her. So I'm super proud of her for making this leap, and I back her 100% on it. So that should be soon. My goal is to help her with that and have it done by the first of the month. So we're cutting it close here, but that is my goal, and we're going to have that banged out. So let's get our hellos in here. Renee, greetings to you as well. Aliana, hello. Oh, high of 73 and 56 on Friday. Yep, that's pretty much what's going to hear. Vicky, good to see you. And what's up, Chuck? How are you doing tonight? So we've got those out of the way. Like I said, as more comes in, if you're watching, excuse me, and I'm still battling this cough too. If you're watching on a feed and you're commenting and I'm not recognizing your comments, it's because you're on a feed that StreamYard doesn't necessarily like the comments from. So there's a couple ways to get around that. One way, or actually the two ways, is if you head over to fatdadlive.com or liveosg.com. Head over to either one of those. Those are our YouTube channels. While you're there, like and subscribe. And guess what? When you comment, I'll know who you are, and I'll be able to see your comments and respond to them. Otherwise, what I try and do is afterwards go back to all the feeds read all the comments, answer any questions, do everything that I can from there. So we try really, really hard for that. Upcoming this week, because like I said, we are leaving Thursday afternoon. In fact, we are leaving Thursday afternoon right after our Graphics Flow webinar. I'm going to post the link for that. So Graphics Flow is an amazing new a new partnership, a new redevelopment, I would say, of DAS and Inksoft. They melded together and they came up with this pretty sweet little concept of it. So we're doing a webinar with them on this Thursday at 3 p.m. Central, and I'm going to post the link in the comments. You can go here, register, free registration. And guess what? When you go and you attend, when you go and attend, you're going to get a month of it for free. So, hey, you might as well go register, watch a little bit, and then you can try it out for a month and see what you think of it. If you're an OSG member, guess what? You're getting like 90 days. So you're going to get 3 months free. So it pays to be a member of OSG because, hey, instead of 1 month that everybody else is getting, OSG members are going to get 3 months. So definitely register for that. Drop that link in the comments there so that way everybody can see it there. While we're on the talk of webinars, we do have our 5 proven foundations every small business needs. That's an auto webinar. Super simple, super easy. You can watch it at your time whenever you want to watch it. It's one of those cool things about the auto webinar. As soon as you start it up, as soon as you go in the registry, you'll be able to start it up, boom, run right through it. When you get done with this, it's going to talk about our 5 key system that we do. That's $4.99 for that, $4.97 for that. It's $2 right off the bat, $4.97 for that. But there's going to be a nice little discount. Stick around to the end of that and check out the discount on that. You can find out more information on excuse me. You can find out more information on that at oursuccessgroup.com/proven. And I put those links in the comments. So I know what we're doing there. FU, hey, that's Facebook user. Because see, I don't know who you are. Vicky, I can see you. But this one, I don't know who you are. Howdy to you as well. Like I said, to combat that, there's a couple things. Go over to StreamYard and allow them permission to do it. One of the easiest ways to do that is if you head over to oursuccess.group/Facebook, go there, give StreamYard permission, then we'll be able to see it. Chances are every month you're going to have to do that. It doesn't always work out. So the other way to get around that is if you head over to fatdadlive.com or live@osg.com. Head over to either one of those. Those are our YouTube channels. While you're there, make sure you like, subscribe, and then, hey, turn on the notifications. And when we go live, you'll be able to see it. So that's where I would say I would go. Darren, hello to you. Jerry, how's it going? Sandy, hello to you as well. All right. So like I said, tonight, it's probably going to be a short, super simple, super sweet business. We're going to try and see what we can do with DTF transfers. I've got, a menagerie. That's the right word, probably using, of different things here. We're going to try and press DTF transfers on. And if you're wondering what DTF transfers are, tune in 2 weeks to the Two Regular Guys show as me is going to be your guest on there. Oh, right? Super pretty cool to that. That's going to be not this Friday, but next Friday. Next Friday, Two Regular Guys. That's going to be 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can find the information on that over at tworegularguys.com. I can drop that in here too. But that's in 2 weeks where we're going to talk all about DTF printing, what it is. Basically, you're printing ink on a film, adding an adhesive, curing it, and then it becomes a transfer. That, in a nutshell, is what it is. Is it something I recommend for everybody? No. If you are not prepared to tear your machine down to the frame and rebuild it, then DTF printing is probably not for you. That's even on the commercial ones. You need to have some kind of technical knowledge to know how to tear things apart, put things back together, because chances are you're going to have to do that. A lot of people I see getting into it, I believe, have more money than sense. They have a credit card and they say, hey, I can charge $3,000. I can do it. And then they realize that there's a lot more into it, because besides the printer, now you need to find the correct RIP software for the printer that you're going to use. And now you need to learn a new software because, hey, you just can't use anything for it. You're printing white. So you need to have a RIP software for that. Different inks from different manufacturers work differently in different printers with different films, with different adhesives. So there's a lot of testing that goes on in it. And you want to make sure that you have that down because it could be a mess and it can be very frustrating. And I know I would probably say 8 to 10 people easily that have bought a printer and they have bricked it in the first month because they didn't know what they were doing. They've blown main boards in it, they've clogged print heads in it, and they felt that they should have got a refund on it, even though All of them clearly state that there are no refunds on equipment. They'll warranty some stuff, but they're not refunding it out. And if it's something you did, then chances are they're not even going to warranty it out. For me, in a year, I've replaced print head. I've replaced some weird dumb sensor that was on the bottom of my printer, so I had to take it all the way apart to the frame, flip everything over, go into the carriage, and it was right in there. That was the easiest way to do it. Besides, otherwise I was pulling carriage out and do everything there. Ink delivery system I've had to do. Dampers I've had to do. These desktop ones aren't made for this, so you got to realize that those parts are consumable parts, and you're going to be replacing them. Just know that going into it. Even when you buy, a $25,000 Roland or a $15,000 DTG, those heads have a lifespan on them. That lifespan, could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be 3 years. It depends on how much you print. But there is a lifespan on them, and it's a consumable. It's going to go bad. On the HP Latex 365, those heads are built into things, and they're super, super simple to replace and change. And that's just part of the game on those. You got to remember that these things, there's more to it than just print and go. When people say, hey, well, I've converted a sublimation printer, I've taken that Epson and turned it there. Well, all you got to do is grab that ink from StarCraft over here and put it inside there, and guess what? Now you're good. That's not the way it goes with the DTF printers. There's some modifications you need to do to that because there's some waste tanks, there's some pizza wheels you got to take out, there's some trays that you got to do, there's some chip software that you got to do. So there's a lot of stuff that you have to do. So it's not as simple as just adding ink to it. And I can't wait to talk more about that 2 weeks on Two Regular Guys. And while we are talking about Two Regular Guys, once again, if you did not know yet, last year we won a Reggie. Woohoo! Official Reggie winner for the most inspirational, encouraging decorator community member. That's me, your boy. I won that in 2020. I'd love to be nominated for more stuff. We have groups and businesses and products and all kinds of stuff that we could do, because best new product, Fat Dad DTF transfers, that's new. That's in the last year. So there's a lot of great things that you can nominate. But the great thing about it is to see the new things that are out in the industry. New people. There's people that I hadn't heard of before that through the nomination process, I'm like, oh, what's that? Let me go find out more about them. And so you learn. You can do that by just going over here. Super simple. To Two Regular Guys /Reggies. I can probably make a quick little banner on it so everybody can see that. Add banner, show banner. Go to tworegularguys.com/Reggies. Go ahead and put your nominations in there. You do have to fill out 70% of this. You just can't overload it. You can't sweep. I'm calling this, even though it hasn't officially been called it, I'm totally calling it the TRW rule because the Rhinestone world brings the fire. And when I say brings the fire, they bring the lava. They bring brimstone and fire. They bring lasers. That crew. That crew is strong. And so they come out in force when it is time to show up. Well, now they can only pick 2 categories. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out this year because you can only be nominated in 2 categories. That's per business or person. So, over there at TRW, you've got new products. You've got Matt. You've got Pilar. You've got the Wizard. You've got Vinyl Shield. You've got Color Spark. You've got all kinds of stuff over there. Ooh, man. How are they going to bring that down? I don't know, but it's going to be amazing to see. So go here, tworegularguys.com/Reggies, put in your nominations. They go for like another, it's like the 12th. That sounds right. It's like the 11th or 12th of November is when nominations close. They will announce it the following day on the Two Regular Guys show at 10 a.m. there Central. And then I think it's open for like 3 weeks for voting. And then once that voting closes, then then winners will be announced. So definitely go check that out over there. As far as DTF transfers go, you can order those from us. Hey, just so you know, the stuff that we're using tonight, you can order from us. I'm going to give you the link for the design bundle that we used. Let me throw that down here in the comments as well. Boom, 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 boom. Design bundles. There's the link for the artwork that we're going to use tonight on losers. Ooh, look at David bringing the fire with that. I mean, Curl Trainer probably has some new stuff that we could be a best new thing. What'd you guys do? That was the A to Z. That's in the last 3 years, right? That's new. We can totally put that out there, David. You don't know David. David is one of the fantastic people over at Corel Trainer. Now, Corel, I'm a Corel kid. I did go to the dark side and get Illustrator. so I could just open files faster. Because for whatever reason, maybe David can answer the question, my Corel, which is X7, quit letting me import AI files. So maybe I need to just upgrade, and then I can do that, and I can dump Elite altogether. But if you want to know more about Corel Trainer, definitely check out CorelTrainer.com. A lot of great information over there. A lot of great videos, step-by-step processes that will really bring you to that next level of your Corel. There's so many things that Corel can do that you probably don't even know about. I bet I know. I've been using Corel for 15 years. I bet I know about 10-15% of it. Really, to be dead honest, because I know what I need to do. I don't know everything. I know what I know I need to do, but there's so much more that I can do with it. So, interested in learning more about Corel Trainer, make sure to go check them out over at CorelTrainer.com. They're not losers. They're pretty cool guys over there. Valerie, hello to you. Good to see you as always. And Matthew, howdy to you as well. So I dropped the link for the designs that we're going to use tonight from Design Bundles. And as far as DTF transfers, like I said, you can find those through us over at FatDadCustomDesigns.com. And I think I even have a banner for that because that's Fat Dad's 10 will save you 10% off ready to press transfers. Ready to press, not regular transfers. And it'll save you 10% off something. It'll probably save you 10% off a lot of things. I think that one's in there a lot. But if you just head over to, we'll drop this one here, and then we're going to get right into pressing things and seeing how it goes. Because like I say, here's what we're gonna press tonight. We're going to try and tell me, what are you most excited about, or which thing do you not think is going to stick to you? Which one do you think is going to cause us the most issue? Here's what we got. Regular gift bag. We're going to try that. We're going to try the raw wood ornaments. We're going to try that. We're going to try the clear acrylic. We're going to give that a go. We do have a metal ornament, so we're going to give that a go. Tile, we're going to give that. I thought this was ceramic. This might be ceramic, but it sure does feel like plastic. So we're going to give that a go. I think that's plastic on it there. And then cardboard, you want to print our own boxes. So you tell me, which one do you think is going to be the best? Which one do you think is the worst? Can't wait to see those on it. We got our transfers. We got everything else set up over there. So, and I believe I have comments over there. I'll be able to take Mike over there. My water's over there because I didn't plan on talking this long. And then we'll be able to get right into it. So we're going to give that a go, and we're going to move cameras, and we're going to see what we can have happen over there. Over yonder. There it is. Hello, StarCraft. Hello, iPad. Hello, Watcher. I guess there's a tile over there, too. I better make sure I grab everything. All right. I got my stuff. I got to make sure I don't trip over anything as I head over this way, because I don't want to trip and fall. I really don't. I really, really don't want to trip and fall. Not today. Not today, folks. So now, I can turn that on. Oh, something went wrong. Try again. Maybe this will let me. I hope it lets me in here, because I don't want to have to go back and figure out this other side. Allow. Enter. There. I heard myself come up there. Comments. Aha! Yeah. There we go. I don't want to trip and fall. No trip and fall. Okay. So here's the things that I know that it's going to stick on, because I've done it. I know it's going to stick to these. I'm almost positive that it's going to stick to the cardboard and the bag. I'm almost positive it's going to stick to those two. My questionable ones come into the tile, come into whatever. I think this is plastic. Comes in the plastic, the acrylic, and the metal. These are my questionable guys, where I'm not sure. They might stick. It might not stick. I'm not 100% sure. So we're going to start with what I know is going to work. And we're going to start with the wood, because who says there's nothing wrong with wood? So we're going to start with wood. Ooh, look at that. I even made these somewhat so they would fit in the right spot. So we've got that. We'll be able to put that guy right there, and it should stick on this beautifully. Now, DTF transfers are going to press at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for a first press of 15 seconds. and then you're going to want to cool it. You don't need to cool it completely down. You can do a warm peel on it, but we'll pull that up here. And so we're going to cool this bad boy off. And how am I going to cool it? Use a tile. I'm going to put that on the tile and cool it just a tad. I put this down here because since there's sawdust on this bad boy, I didn't want to get it on the mat. So we're going to see what happens here. All right, so here we go. That's still nice and toasty. So I'm going to use and all I'm doing is just putting it on the tile. You can see that I'm just putting it on the tile. Nothing super crazy exciting there. Okay, so then from here, ta-da. Oh, see, I tried pulling it too quick and I totally effed it up. But those are the things that are going to happen. That's what happens when you don't let it go. And the other thing too, here, look at that. If you can see, there is the curvature in that. So we got pressure through here, but we didn't get pressure there in the center. And you can see that there's a crown on this side and that side. So we're going to try this again, and we're going to go on this side of it. And we're going to see what happens. Because like I said, that's what we do on this show. Let's see what happens. So we're going to do another one. I'm going to try and line this up here and try and get it so that stuff's right there. So now, let's see what happens. Because it could be a pressure thing, but I can totally feel that cupping inside of there, so I know it's not. It just didn't reach there in the center. So 325, 15 seconds. We'll see what happens this time. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Boom, 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 boom. It stuck because, we had that on the other side there. Here it is. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. I don't want to move that. There it is. It's super hot. Super, super duper hot. When things happen, so we'll get it. We'll get her. And these ones, it is kind of warping. I'm not going to lie. It is kind of warping. So we'll see. We'll see how it stacks up. So we'll grab here and that center part. So there. See, we found the crown. So there. Da-da-da-da. Now, traditionally, when we do this, like when we do it on apparel, garments, things like that, we hit it with a second press. So your first press will be to set it in. Second press, there could be some adhesive. There could be some other stuff in there. You're just kind of doing an insurance press. This one you're going to do same thing, the 325, 10 seconds. Does it always need it? No. Is it a good safety thing? Yes. So that's why we recommend to do it. On this, it's not getting, going through a wash. It's not going anything there, so you're probably fine with it. But as you can see, does DTF stick to wood? Ta-da, ta-da. It sure does. So, super excited about that. What do you think of that one? Ta-da, ta-da. So, that one we're good on. Next up, why don't we just see what happens? And we're going to try acrylic. Now, these acrylic blanks that we have, they do have plastic coating on them, so you will need to peel those off. So, I'm just doing that off camera, pulling that there. So, acrylic done. I'm going to move this so I'm not on that same thing. We're going to put that on there, and we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. Let's go with, we're going to go with Happy Holidays. Okay. So we're going to put that guy right in here. And I just made these all the same size, so they kind of sort of fit on it. So let's see. So here we go with this one. Pressure may be okay. We're going to find out. 325, 15 seconds. These are DTF prints that we print here in-house that we offer for sale. Pretty cool little thing. So here we go. 2, 1. Bring that up here. We're going to cool this bad boy off. And by cool it off, we're going to use that tile here because tiles are like a heat sink. They will help you cool things off. It's kind of amazing like that. And I see, Vicky, you always use Illustrator. I don't. Very rarely do I use it. So we can see that when we heat this bad boy up, what do we need to do? We need to put that in the flat. You see how that warped there? So that needs to go between two flat objects to do that. But it does stick. We're going to see what happens, but it did leave this mark around it all. So you can see all that. Let's see what happens when we do it this way. So acrylic might be out because of the heat. Could be because I just had it on the press and I didn't cover it or anything. So we're going to try, we're going to see what happens when we pull it from this one, because we'll give it another one a go and see what happens. I don't have a problem with that. But yes. So as you can see, See, it has a texture in there. So this got hot. It took the texture on there. It took the texture on from the film. It warped. So acrylic ornaments, these guys, are going to be a no-go in my book. No-go in my book, just because they can't handle that heat. You can see the warpage in there. You can see how it changed the texture of it because it took off, it burned off part of the coating and stuff that was on it. But yeah, so those, no-go on that one. All right, next up, I know this one's going to work. What do we think so far? I don't even know if I can see any comments over here. I think I can. I don't know. You tell me if a comment works or it doesn't work. I don't know because I'm not 100% sure if I can see anything. I'm going to come on this side because I do need to get a drink real quick. And I'm going to check something else real quick. Okay, got a drink. Okay. What about now? What about now?
Yeah. There's usually like a 30-second delay.
Okay, so there's a 30-second delay.
Yep, I can hear you now.
Yay!
Like a 30-second delay.
Okay, so there's a 30-second delay. Okay, so now we should be back in business. Is that okay? Let me see on your screen. I need to be able to see if I can see how bad. Are you able to see what that looks like? No, because the light sucks here. Okay. So anyway, what I'm saying is cardboard. We should be good to go now. I'm not sure what happened there, but this pulled cardboard, as you can see right here, where there's the crease in it. And I'm going to show all this stuff on the other camera. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run over to that other camera and show you where we're at with stuff so far. I think I know what happened. I think the mic I kind of jickety-jackety with. So let's get back over on this screen. And we're going to kick back over here. Because then I can see. I can see over here and I can hear. So far. There we go. Let's take a selfie. See, there's Elfie in there. Wood worked. See, there's the, on this side, it kind of had the little curvature in there, the indentation, so that's why it didn't take. Flat side, crown side, took fine. On the acrylic, you can see how it dusted all that. So from the heat, it did that. When we put the cover sheet on it, created that pattern look around it too. So acrylic, no go. It'll definitely have to be thicker. And you can see how it totally warped the hell out of that. So acrylic, no go. Now, cardboard. Yep. And why did I say cardboard? What you could use cardboard for? If you're packaging for your subscription boxes, the good thing about cardboard too, or like you said on these, you can use these for tags. You know, when you're ordering the gang sheets, why not throw some stuff on there for you? Throw your logos on there so you can put your logos on things and put it out there. So that's where we're at so far with it. We're going to get back over there and we're going to see the other thing. So tell me, what do you want to see next? We've got a tile. We've got a bag. And that plastic thing. Oh, we got metal too. We're going to do that. That's what I'm going to try next. I'm going to try the metal next. And we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens with the metal and see how that works out. So now we should be able to hear me. Now we're sounding good. Everything's good to go. All right. So metal. Ching, ching, ching. We're going to go. We're going to go. Is that one going to be too big? All right, so that one's going to be too big-ish. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just trim off this top part of it. And so one of the things that I learned, or not learned, but I'm having issues with is I'm using left-handed scissors all the time now. So when I use left-handed scissors and I go to other ones, it doesn't work. So there we go on metal. We're going to see what happens with the metal. 325, 15 seconds. I should probably get a heat glove because that's going to be hot. Whatever. I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to go and see what happens with there. So there we go. We'll pull that from there. So that's probably going to be hot. Woof. Yes, that's hot. Yes, that's hot. Ooh. I need to grab the glove. That was too hot. That's too hot. Hot tamale. Hot. Oh, so hot. Oh, so hot. Okay, that was hot. That was really, really hot. Oof. So now I need to cool it. Ooh, I just need to cool it and I burnt my finger. That's okay. That's okay. In the name of science, we burn ourselves. So I need to not do that again. So I'm cooling it off on that tile. But here it is on here. So this is metal. This is one of the metal ornaments, sublimation ornaments. So let's see what happens. Boom. Look at that. Now, these specs and stuff. Let's see what happens on the second press. It looks like it's just, because traditionally, when you press on this, when you press on garments, this will go into a garment. As this hard surface, there's nowhere for anything to go. So if anything squeezes out or that's what's going to happen, is it's going to go there. So let's see what happens when we cover it with our cover sheet and press it for that 15, or this is going to be 10 and not burn ourselves, and see where you go. Thermodynamics do suck. I was just thinking, it's only 325. It's only for 15 seconds. It's not going to be that hot. Yeah, it's metal. It sticks there. But I'm going to get that out of the way. Move that over here. And as you can see, it's still hot. It's still hot. I mean, I don't know why I would think that it wouldn't be still hot. So I'm going to put it on this other one. Here's the thing that you run into. I'm going to try and hold this just right, and then you'll be able to see. I'm going to hopefully be able to get it in there. Because there's nowhere for anything to go, when we put this cover sheet on it, it's adding the texture in the adhesive that's spilled out. It's adding it in the ink that's spilled out. So would I put this on metal? No, because you can totally see everything around it. You can see all that stuff. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but it's not something I would do. But I'm trying to turn it back and forth so you can see it. So we'll go on the other side and show you that. All right. Next up, that I know is going to work is going to be a bag. Like, the bag will work, okay? And I'm totally going to put this on the back. Yeah. The bag is going to work. I'm going to try and... Where am I going to do this at? Let's go right there. And like I said, I'm pretty positive this is going to work. 325, 15 seconds, DTF transfer style. Let's go. Let's see what happens here. It's burning. It's smoking. It's burning the bag. There's a lot of heat in there. We're going to see what happens here, right? And here we go. Popping it up. There we go. There it is. I mean, it's warm. Don't get me wrong. It's warm. But, I mean, whatever. So we're going to let that cool a little. We're going to let it cool a little bit more. That's the thing. If you try and peel too soon, it's going to peel off, especially when you have little fine details. But let it cool a little bit. Now that, tasty. See, we have a little spot right there. Didn't come up. Why? Because it's probably centered, not there for it. But now we'll come back with it. We'll hit it with our cover sheet. Another 325 for 10 seconds. And we should see where this one is. And here we go. Popping out. Ta-da, ta-da. And there it goes. So yeah. See, there's totally things that you can use DTF transfers for, especially if you're getting gang sheets. Add a couple of those things on there. Have some fun with it. Now, here comes the one that I think is going to be just not going to work. And I'm afraid that I might even crack this bad boy because I've got too much pressure on it. So, yeah. And Vicky, you're right. A pressing pillow probably would give us more even pressure, especially with some of this weird stuff. But, you know me. Like, what do we need that for? So we're going to see how this will press. And we're going to see. We're going to see if it cracks. Ooh, that's going to crack. I bet it does. I'm going to turn the pressure down just a little. Okay, didn't crack. So let's see what happens there and go from that. That's tile, regular tile. Pull it up. Ooh, yeah, see? So there's nowhere for anything to go. Nowhere for anything to go. So what happens? When there's nowhere for it to go, it just spills everywhere. Because that's the thing about a garment is it sucks into there. That's what it's supposed to be here. Here on the bigger stuff, not so much. There's nowhere for it to go, so it's just going to spill out of that. So tile. No on the tile. No on the tile. Especially the glossy one. And I don't even know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it won't even stick. It didn't even stick to it because it's the glossy tile. So tile, no go. So that is where we are with everything. I'm going to grab what I have, show you what we got, move back over to that other camera, take my drink, take my water, and we're going to talk about some stuff and see about some stuff. I need to move some stuff. Just give me a second. And we're going to talk about next week's show. So, all right. And answer any questions. Any questions, comments, concerns? Anything you want to know more about, less about? Show ideas coming up. I do have some plans, and I'm trying not to lose the mic again this time. So just bear with me here, folks. Just bear with me. If you can do that, we'll do great. We'll do great things together, I promise you. So, back over here. Hello. And there we are, back again. All right, now I can actually see comments to know everything is there. Because I could see comments, I just couldn't bring them up. But you are correct. A pressing pillow might help get even more prints. And that's where we're going to test things at. On things like the bag, you have this part here that you're dealing with, and that comes down to about there. So yeah, but as you can see, it took the print. So bag, you want to make your own custom bags, totally can do that. Totally can do that. We talked about the acrylic on how that got all wonky. I think the only thing you could do, I don't think there's any saving that because of the texture that it left in there. I mean, you can stop it from doing that by curling, by placing it between two heavy objects as soon as it comes out, and it will keep it from curling. But yeah, as far as texture, things like that, that's not going to change. metal ornament. I mean, it took it. You got it on there, but if I hold it just right, I think you can see. Right, I gotta find the glare right about there. You can see that there's still some adhesive around the outside, so you can see it. So hanging on a tree, would you see it? No, you wouldn't see it at all. But up close, 100% see it. So metal ornament, I'd give that like a 3. You know, cardboard, not a problem. You're gonna want to watch for the big divots in that. When you have like the big divot, the big crease, that's where you're gonna run the issues. But on the flats, no problem there. The tile, Matt, where did we get it from? Who said that, right? Matt asked me the tile, and where'd you get it? So the tile is an arabesque tile, comes in sheets. So I think there's 12 or 15 on a sheet. Home Depot, Lowe's. We're going to do, that is on one of our projects that we're going to do. I need another drink here. That is on our project list to do, of making ornaments with those. It's one of the first things that we're going to do with the Solo. And it's still on my project list. But wood, remember, when you're dipping into the dip, that's not going to happen. But when you're on the crown, works good. So on wood, not a problem. I think the bigger the wood, the better. You know, the smaller ones, not so much. And that was it, right? Was that everything that we got? I think so, because we know we can do shirts with it. We can do anything with that for it. There you go. Do you, let's see, do you normally use vinyl or sublimation for tiles? So it depends on the tile, because we do have the sublimation tiles that we are able to get. I guess that's upside down, inside out. So we do have the sublimation tiles we get. Most of the time, that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to sublimate on it, because on a tile, especially on the tile type. Now, if you're using them as coasters, for sure, because you can have that issue where you could get the moisture underneath the vinyl, causing it to lift. So if you're going to put it on here, I would then cover this with a full film of, you know, like the color split, the vinyl shield, a clear, white can overlay on it, something to cover that all with. But if you use sublimation, you do not have the issue. So I would recommend sublimation on tile, especially if you're able to do things like kitchen tile, bath tile, things like that. Sublimation is going to be the way to go on tiles. I love sublimation on the tile, and I should probably do some more of it. Maybe that I should have that as an upcoming thing here, where we use our StarCraft paper along with our StarCraft ink, and we'll make some more things on sublimation, because I like it. But I know we have ornaments. We have glitter ornaments. Let's see, what else was there anything else that was in here? Yeah, we got the tiles. We got that out of the way. So glitter ornaments, we're going to come up with those. We've got a fun little project that we're actually going to do with these acrylic tiles, these acrylic ornaments that I can see. There's what's going on out there. But we're going to do vinyl on these, on the acrylic ones. And so it won't warp, it won't do things like that. We've got the, do I have it handy? If I have it close by, I don't have it close by, but we do have some vinyl that we're gonna show you some cool stuff that we're gonna do on those. But the project that I'm really kind of excited about is, as I think is what's on pace for next week. Has anybody used this ammonium chloride? Anybody use this? It's fine powder. Used for fishless cycles. What this is for is excellent for wood burning. Ooh. So what are we going to do with there? So we've got these wood boards that we're going to turn into the cookies and milk for Santa boards. So that's the plan for next week. We're going to use our StarCraft Magic stencil material. We're going to cut stencils for these, and we're going to use this and some heat, and we're going to burn some wood next week. The process is going to work great for wood ornaments like this too. So I think there's a lot of fun things that you can do with it. But I can't wait to try it. So that's going to be next week. We're going to burn some stuff with some heat, with some gel. It's going to be science. That's what we're going to do next week. So I can't wait to see how that plays out. Let's see. What do you sell them now? Which ones, Vicky? What are you asking if we sell now? the acrylic or for them for StarCraft. Yeah. So if you missed the beginning of the show, one of the projects that we've been working on is Corey is going on her own. She is leaving Fat Dad behind. She has been an amazing shipping and receiving manager, but she wants a little more responsibility. So there is going to be a company born to heighten up the legal side of things right now. Hopefully a dog doesn't come through the window as we're right here because it's staring at me. But she's doing her own thing. And what we're going to do is on our side of it, a lot of the print side of things, it kind of was like, oh, you guys do this and this. And so we felt our message was kind of getting muddled with it, where we know we can handle all of your transfer needs, your DTF needs, your signs, banners, decals, all your print sources we can do. Her side is going to handle more of the crafting side of things. So she'll have we'll still have equipment and things like that on the site, but she's going to take care of the equipment. She's going to take care of the sublimation stuff. She's going to take care of the glitter stuff. She's got epoxy that we're going to start carrying. There's quite a bit of different stuff. So it's going to start off little, but little by little, we're going to grow and grow. And that's one of the things when we head down to StarCraft this weekend that we're going to talk about and do. So if you're in the Louisville area this weekend, there's a rabbit show that I just found out about. And there's 6,000 people with over 15,000 rabbits. That sounds exciting, right? It definitely intrigues me. So I think we might be stopping by that to see what the hubbub is all about. But our plan is to go down there, check out, do a factory tour of StarCraft. There's a couple things that we want to work together on the OSG side of things with them. There's some software that I'm hoping to be able to work out something there where we can develop a software with them. And so I'm really looking forward to that. And overall, just seeing everything that, that they're about there. And we'll probably, come home with some stuff. But there's a lot of fun things that are happening here in the future. So I'd love for you to, make sure you like and you comment and you share and you do all that fun stuff, because the more people that, we get that, then the more we get out there. Because one of the things that we are doing, just in case you didn't know, if you're not a member in our private members group over at OSG Business Basics, right over here, you can go to OSG Business Basics. That's our private Facebook group, which, that's going to help you. If you're kind of just new to the business, getting started in it, or, and have those business questions, not sure where to go with things, this is your starting point for it. Free group, tons of knowledgeable people in there. We're just about 3,000, just about 4,000 strong. I think it's like 3,800 we're sitting at now. When we get to 5,000, guess what we're going to do? At 5,000 members, we're going to give away the Stahl's A to Z heat press. So if you just go to the facebook.com/groups/OSG Business Basics, or if you go over to, what was that fun little thing? OSG Business Basics. Become a member over there, and when we hit the 5,000, we'll put up a little thing, and guess what? We're going to give that away at press. And if we can make things happen soon, I already have the 10,000 member one planned, and that's going to be a big one. Now you're talking, there could be a cutter in it, there could be a press in it, there could be a printer in it, there could be paper, there could be a total business solution in it ready to go. So we cannot wait to be give that away. So how do we do that? You just got to go over there and join. Remember, stuff used tonight, designbundles.net is where the artwork came from. The transfers here in-house, everything else, if you're interested in finding it, it's a lot of things that we're going to start bringing in-house, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to start bringing in the tumblers that she uses. We're going to start bringing in the sublimation things that she uses. So, probably by the first quarter, we're going to be able to suit all of your needs for those things. There'll be some stuff that we probably won't carry right away, but we're going to do our best. So if there's things that you would like for sublimation, let us know. If there's things that you would like for on the crafting side of things, tumblers, epoxies, glitters, rhinestones, we can custom cut decals. We can custom cut all that. Let us know, help us grow this together. On that note, we're going to get out of here for the night. Like I said, next week, boom, boom, boom. We're going to get sciencey on us. And we're going to take this and we're going to burn some stuff on this. So it's going to get super, super duper sciencey on us. And we're going to have loads of fun. So any questions, comments, concerns before we get out of here? 5,000. This guy needs a new press. P.S. Also into my full school. Yeah, way to go. Way to go for you. Way to go. You need a new press. Guess what? I need 1,200 members. So guess what? We've got like I said, we've got 3,800. So if everybody, invited 5 people, we'd be able to give this thing away next week. So that's all you got to do. Get to know how you can do it. Yeah, things are getting exciting. We're trying to diversify because it was kind of our messages being muddled. You figure in the things that we have that I personally have my hands on is Fat Dad Wholesale, Fat Dad Custom Designs. So we have the retail and wholesale side of things, and then we have our success group, and then we have this retail side of this, the crafting side of things. So there's a lot of different things going on there. So we need to be able to separate and keep everything in its own lane to be able to do it. Because what I'd love for everybody to do is hey, you need to further your business. You need to take that one. OSG, that's where it's at. We're there to help you right there. And Aaron has changed this on us to get us even more clear than what we are. So that means I could print out a new one, but providing resources that empower business owners to achieve their idea of success. And that's what our successgroup.com does. So we'd love to empower you to help you find success. And we have multiple levels of that through monthly membership trainings, one-on-one trainings, mastermind groups. We have our 5 Keys program. There's a lot of stuff in there. So I definitely go over there and check that out. All right. And yeah, hey, you're welcome, Wendy. And if anybody else has things on they weren't sure, and this was it, people asked, hey, are you able to? I'm like, I don't know. I know there's a couple things I knew you could do, but there's things that I didn't know how they would turn out. And that was like the hard stuff. I wasn't sure, on how it would work. And like I said, it looks okay. It doesn't look okay. This is what we do. This is the type of stuff that I love to do, is to test, tune, all that fun stuff. So you don't have to. So let me know what else that we can do for you. Because it is good on if it's a fabric, you're going to be fine with it besides nylon. Nylon's the only one that is really iffy. Somebody said pleather leather type stuff. It's been hit and miss for it too. Your cottons, your blends, your things like that. Great. We haven't had any issues with it. All right. You guys have a great night. We're going to see you next week for science. Science, man. I cannot wait for this stuff, and look forward to hearing new things that come. And if there's anything you want to know about StarCraft, let me know, because, I'll find out as much as I can when we go down there, because, hey, since we are a source for them now, we want to make sure that we're getting you the most information that we can. You guys have a great night. We will see you next week. Keep after it. Stay after it. Be you. Be yourself. Stay true to you. Stay true to your business. Good things will happen. Have a great night. You guys enjoy it.